Hello, and once again, welcome inside the Mind of Matt. Internet is acting up a little funny tonight, so hopefully we won't have any issues with that. Needless to say, tonight we will be testing. Let me make sure my microphone is working before I go any further. Yeah, my microphone's working. Alright, so yeah, it was brought to my attention that there's a few channels, a channel layout that has different than what we've been using, and we're gonna give it a shot and see how it plays out. There's only 3 of us, so we won't get the full effect of 4 up, but we're going to try at least 3 out of the 4. So, and I'm seeing some issues here real quick. I got to launch my trackside. It's not picking up. It's been a weird day today. Anywho, we're going to add...
Which I don't understand. No, it's weak. A lot of people do it just because it's weak. That other one from very top without giving you any better resolution.
Edit
I made the gamble, I swapped it, I won in this case.
The Deans.
I should give Don, next time I see Don, I'll give him my other camera because he likes those. I need to fix this. Stock one in the camera. It sticks out like a giant fucking sword phone. It's not really the best camera anyways.
And then we're gonna add
I would
Mr.
crash once.
Rebel.
One more crash in my whole way, just flying it, trying it again was like okay.
Mr. Rebel is on R6. Around, we're gonna add an autofill. Alright, 4 people all of a sudden. Holy crap. Welcome, welcome. How's it going, people?
I don't know if is it heavy? It felt very top heavy.
Let me know in chat who's here. That way I can make sure my chat's working. I can test it.
It's me not being used to powerful motors. If you get this thing, you can't get as close to the ground with these motors. Push it away. It's gonna do that.
Yes, it's working. Alright, so once again, we got a new track. We got a couple new channels. Really, I'm the only one on a different one. And we've been using R1, R2, R6, and R8. And there's actually a preset in Rotor Hazard for the 4 channels of R1, R3, R6, and R7. So we're going to give them a shot and see what that's about. I gotta fix one thing here real quick. Let's go to that screen right there, and I gotta disable the chat. Alright, yeah, and the other thing I did set up was a little... Oh, that was the other thing I didn't tell you, Phil. Crash gate if you so choose to practice. So we have a crash gate set up. I did have a camera set up, but it's just looking at a hole, and it's more just for practice. Anywho, I digress. Back down to 1 person in the chat. That's fine. We've got 3 of us here, and we're ready to throw some whoops up in the air. So. If y'all are ready?
Just give me a minute to manage my batteries.
Okay.
Yep.
Get this party started.
Welcome to VTX.
We do have a race this weekend. We were just discussing my van broke down, which has been the means of transportation for everybody to get to a race that's going when there is one that's to travel to. So that's going to kind of Hopefully it'll get fixed.
If it doesn't, we take the Dean's
What happened?
mobile if we want to.
It's that
The offer stands. I will be more than happy to drive us if that's the case. I'm not afraid to drive there.
Module for the relay for the pump is built into the fuse block.
Yeah.
My mechanic happened to have one, so my boss went and picked it up and we swapped it out at lunchtime, and it didn't help. So it's not even activating. I can't even hear it kick on, which I've been able to up until this morning. So.
Next up, round 1 qualifying 1. The Deans on R1. Idmam on R3. Mr. Rebel on R6.
Yeah, I gotta adjust my eyepieces. I clean them.
Yep, me too.
Okay, that's better.
All right. Any objections? Here we go.
Arm your quads.
Remember the whole shot.
Starting on the tone in less than 3. Whole shot Idmam 3.59. Idmam 18.41.
All right.
I forgot. After ladder up, it's oh
Take
yeah.
a hard right around the pole,
Oh yeah, that's right.
ladder down kind of thing, dive gate. Forgot where I was going. Oh yeah.
Idmam 33.7. 60 seconds remaining. The Dean 61.56. Idmam 17.32. Thirty seconds remaining.
Oh yeah.
Idmam 23.64.
Couldn't avoid it. It's like too quickly.
Knocked me into the other
10
room.
seconds remaining.
Oh shit. Holy crap. I forget where I'm going. I made it.
Finish your lap and then land. Idmam last lap 29.37. Best 3 laps in 70.32. Please land. The Dean's last lap 76.05. Best 3 laps in 137.61. Please land.
Oh,
That's my penis.
I feel stressed,
Race over.
Shoot that again.
What's up, myopic? How are you doing? Weird chest, yes, yes. R1, R3, R6, and R7, which we don't have a fourth person for that channel. This is by AK's
Yeah.
request. Oh yeah, I forgot about the crash gate. See?
Excuse me, please.
That's okay.
Grab that.
We got a crash gate.
That was cool.
How are you, anyways? Good to see you. I saw you in a live stream a while back with Jesse P was there, and I remember
Everything okay.
you got more than one lap, right, Dan?
Yes, sir. I got like
3?
I think. I believe I got 3.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. Is your microphone off?
No?
Oh, okay.
Phil, you had more than one too, right? You had like 4, 3?
Maybe. I don't see something though.
Okay. Oh, let's see. What's up, B-Doc?
The back part of the drop key.
Yes, I was two quads at once. Let me get on that. I'll work that out right now.
How come the back part of the drop key's out? Does it just not have a light?
No, it doesn't have a light. It's been out.
I see.
You say E-Doc's in there?
E-Doc's in here. Yeah.
What up, dude?
What's up? How we doing? Yeah.
I want one so bad.
DDT made it. Holy crap.
It's beautiful.
Screwed up my HD0 goggles, but replacement board from support. Plugged them in and had no video on the left side. Talking by email is so slow. Yes. What settings do you use to not lose quad elevation when you're turning using yaw? Throttle mid, throttle expo, min throttle. Any little movement of throttle allows the quad to fall quickly. That could be a PID tune, but I do use 0.5 in the throttle expo. And then it's just, you gotta power through it. You gotta hit that throttle and power through it. You're drifting. You're three-dimensional drifting. Think about it like that. And your throttle is the one that's making them wheels spin. Wherever you're looking, if you got throttle, you're gonna go in that direction. So. Yeah, when you're in acro, you're kind of like using momentum to get you around where you're going too. So, what do you say, fellers? Practice, practice, practice.
And a can of sardines.
Yeah, power through it. Here we go.
Did you eat your sardines today? We're gonna be eating your sardines. Salty goodness.
Did you try it, Phil? The launch? Does it work? You like it?
Everybody should eat sardines. Everybody should eat sardines.
Next up, round 2, qualifying 1. The Deans on R1. Idmam on R3. Mr. Rebel on R6.
Alright. You guys good in your hood?
Yep.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3. Whole shot Idmam 3.06. Idmam 17.22. Mr. Rebel 28.45. Idmam 20.39.
There's a furnace there. Slow down.
$60 seconds remaining. Idmam 23.54. The Dean 62.09. Mr. Rebel 34.6. Idmom 15.58. "30 seconds remaining. Mr. Rebel 21.95. Idmom 16.16. The Dean's 33.98. Mr. Rebel 15.37. 10 seconds remaining. Idmom 21.4. Mr. Rebel last lap 13.27. Best 3 laps in 50.59. Please land. Who's your daddy last lap 18.33. Best 3 laps in 55.95. Please land. The Dean's last lap 37.55. Best 3
Yes.
laps in
Everybody made the
133.61. Please race over.
That's great. Gonna get some reflective tape or LEDs on that front. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, there is a that We Bleed gate there that it's lit up, but those gates are so dark.
It looked really good to me.
We've all hit that furnace so many times
Yeah.
we know exactly where it is.
Everybody knows where that furnace is. Phil says. Oh shit.
A piece of a mushroom that's as big as a battery. And the
All
course
right,
is looking so good right now.
I have to do something here real quick.
I don't think it was as micro as I wanted it to be.
No.
No. But it's really beautiful close. It's a lot of fun. One of my favorite parts is seeing other people whooping.
Next up, round 3 qualifying 1. The Dean's on R1. Idmom on R3. Mr. Rebel on R6.
All right.
We gotta hang out. We gotta race with Mike again somehow, with Mike present.
At Mike's house?
Yeah. And they both got a belch, too, because they'd be like, yep, yup, yep, yup. And I'd be laughing. I truly find it entertaining. And it's like, I do it too, but it's not as good.
Let me do a quick little Marshall while these guys are getting
I'm just too
set.
straight with those things, I think.
Rebel. Ooh. That super's a whole lot different. And it just makes all that's so clean. All right. Everybody good?
Good.
Pilots, turn on your video transmitters.
Oh. Hang on. Apparently I don't have video.
Race start delayed as Idmom doesn't have video.
How did it know that? To announce it?
Video looks good. Arm your quads.
It's doing it automatically.
Starting on the tone in less than 3.
Pretty sweet.
Whole shot Mr. Rebel 4.33.
You get your whole shot, Dan?
Oh shoot, I forgot.
It's okay. It won't count until you go back around then. Just so you know.
Oh, I fucking I did get it wrong. Forgot about that. I did forget
Idmom 19.86.
You know.
Mr. Rabble 49.15.
Oh, don't get stuck in the dive gate.
60 seconds remaining. Idmon 34.2.
Thanks, Jesus. I think it's easy. Oh, whatchamacallit?
The Dean's 41.05. Who's Your Daddy 14.91. Mr. Rabble 27.07. 30 seconds remaining. Idmom 16.5. The Dean's 26.8.
Why is it, as soon as it bumps the ground, it wants to lick it?
10 seconds remaining.
Who was that?
Me, up against the back wall by the dive.
Idmom 21.34. Finish your lap and then land. Idmom last lap 15.48.
There
Best
it
3
is.
laps in 53.32. Please land. Mr. Rabble last lap 28.9. Best 3 laps in 93.14. Please land. Race over.
All right. Yeah, apparently the EDOC is saying that the rotor hazard devs are the ones that determine that this is the best 4 channels on race band. Least reflection across channels is saying.
I love race bands.
Well, I mean, it was designed for. Theoretically, you can get 8 people in the air,
Yes.
R1 through R8,
Right.
alternating polarities. So R1 is the right, R2 is left channel, or left polarized. You alternate back and forth, and supposedly you're supposed to be able to get all 8 people up.
But don't all the other ones have that too? Because the Fat Shark, whatever the names
No.
are for the other channel.
No,
Well, and the other thing.
they
is,
don't
what do
have
you do
that
about
that spread.
Oh,
whoop-
okay.
Whoops that have a monocle. Doesn't really.
Well, thank you. You just gave me more to appreciate about race band than.
I mean, that's what it was designed to be spread apart, those channels, so that they worked best with 8 people.
So
So
it's literally called a
Race band. Yeah, yeah.
the 8 people up on race band, you
Well,
can.
that's good to know. So, home channel.
As long as you're in an open space and you don't have radio interference, is what he's saying. So, but yeah,
Well, yeah, but what is it? Like, so what I was just saying. What about whoops with monopole?
Frame I don't like.
well then you can't do it with.
Right.
It's got to be the polarity is where it works.
Can't you just make any rope into a fractal if you buy the parts?
Yeah,
Yeah, I should get on that soon.
I got a frame.
I want to do it. You know why? Because I want one that sucks. dude.
Yeah, inside you got.
I want it to suck like a fractal sucks.
Total,
And not
uh,
suck like a floppy frame like this kind of sucks.
What's the word?
Yeah.
Multi-pat.
Why I run them?
Bing bang boom bam bing bang bang bing. Because when a radio frequency hits something and it's reflected, it changes polarity. That's another thing. You know that, right?
Well, that makes sense.
So there's where-
If it goes the other way.
There's where, you know, when it's bouncing off, you get it cross going in a different, and you'll get interference. And that's why we
Where
take
you
off our
normally would.
antennas when we're indoor, so it kind of like attenuates that signal a little bit more. So there's a lot to. I mean, it's all radio science. You know, there's a science behind it.
Next up, round 4, qualifying 1. The Dean's on R1. Idmom on R3.
I feel
Mr.
like
Rebel
you gotta
on
have a
R6.
button with that dude. It's science.
Yeah.
Going back to air horn again.
Okay, enough of that shit. All right. All kinds of chatter going on. Sorry, guys. You have to have robot lady installed here sooner than later.
Hell yeah.
I tried that, and it's like a whole plug-in and shit you got to do, and
Oh yeah, there's a lot too he
Ex-
runs.
yeah. All right.
He's
Don't
got-
forget the whole shot.
He's got a dude on his channel that's writing the code for it.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Don't forget whole shot.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3.
And crash gate.
You know, I think I did the whole shot. Now that I think about
Whole
it.
shot Idmom
You did the last
3.23.
time. Because it read you off. Phil or Dan forgot it. And I had to reset my goggles because they were funky.
Idmom 15.91. Mr. Rebel 27.22. Idmom 15.3.
There's a pole there.
The Dean's 33.63. Idmom 18.65. 60 seconds remaining. Damn it, Rabble 33.92. Idmom 16.28.
There's 2 out of 3.
Idmom 14.78. 30 seconds remaining. Idmom 19.49. 10 seconds remaining. Mr. Rabble 44.92. Finish your lap and then land. Idmom last lap 21.85. Best 3 laps in 56.12. Please land. Mr. Rabble last lap 28.61. Best 3 laps in 107.44. Please land. The Dean's last lap 45.46. Best 3 laps in 138.39. Please land.
My rates are almost now in half of what I used to race in angle.
Yeah.
And they feel
Race
almost
over.
the same.
Well, it's looking better. Yeah, man. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. Love the silly names too. Yeah. And I will.
Have a good night, dude.
I'll talk to you on Discord on Sunday. Because I'm gonna come to that pop-up race again if you're still here.
I think it might be the spongy frame.
Whooptopia.
This, I want
Here we
but you
come.
can't buy another one like this. Now, you buy another
Wow,
frame like
7
this, yes,
people in the
it's
chat
original,
now.
not
What's
this.
going on, everybody?
I'm
Thanks
getting
for
that
coming.
original. I think it's a V3 or V4.
Appreciate the support.
Everything I have to fly just like this. Spot on.
Let's Marshall that. Are you going through the start gate funky, Dan? Oh yeah, you
I
are.
had a poo beat pack, yeah.
Yeah.
And I definitely wrecked
Looks
into
like
it
you're
and
hanging
through it.
around it, like, yeah.
Yeah,
All
definitely.
right. What's going on? Mine Hawk in the house. Good evening, Frau. Hello there. Welcome, welcome.
Okay, so the solution is to
Last practice before race on Saturday down in Meyerhog's house. Apparently he's got us a bank, an old bank. I'm hoping this is going to be a cool venue, man. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully we'll get there safely. I'll fucking rent a vehicle if I have to. I don't care. All right, you guys ready? Of course, we still have the same. We'll have the same situation we'll have in that as we would in Don's truck. So
What's wrong with mine?
nothing.
It means
Just saying,
it's
I
got
still
some steering
need to
horses.
get around between
Oh yeah.
now and the time I get my van back. So
Yes, you do. I want to start a discussion on frame stiffness.
frame
Way that
stiffness.
The word won't get mocked. Just to see what people prefer in general.
What, stiff?
That's
He
right,
said
like,
stiff.
squishy, like this
He's
is
just
too
going
squishy for
on
me.
and on and on about this.
Or
They
rigidity.
make frame stiffeners. They make
Oh yeah, there's a 3D
fractals.
printed part that you can get that screws right up underneath your motors, kind of stiffens.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I mean-
it would add weight or change.
a little bit.
Not really. It weighs
No.
like 0.2,
That's
point-
incorrect. All right.
point something.
Next
Yeah.
up, round 5, qualifying 1. The Deans on
Most
R1.
people like it more rigid.
Idmam
It
on
was
R3.
created by Orange
Mr. Rebel on R6.
Hey Dan,
Well,
that's what she said.
I knew that was gonna happen.
I
If you bump into something, it gets all like flop flop.
don't know what you're bumping into, buddy, but
Anything. I'm literally talking about the frame. Otherwise, I think it's like the
Sure,
bottom of the
yeah.
uterus and it don't go flop.
all right. Okay. Everybody good?
Yeah.
Don't forget your hole shot.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3.
Wait. Nope. I got a radio problem.
All right, hang on.
Race over.
This button sticks, but okay, it's good now. Sorry.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3. Hole shot Idmam 3.02.
E-Doc it's practicing.
Idmam 15.33.
Replug it.
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens. It's express, right?
Yeah.
You did not have your radio on first?
No, the power button physically got
Idmam
Oh.
15.75.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't. I pushed it on, but it.
Right.
I don't. This is a nice radio, but that's one thing.
Mr.
that
Rebel
happens.
40.1.
What?
It's tucked right underneath the edge of
Try that ladder again.
— 60 seconds remaining. Idmam 27.54. Mr. Rebel 28.83.
533 rate.
Idmam 15.13.
What do you mean? Say that again?
The 533 rates, are they all?
Oh, 533 rates. Okay.
30 seconds remaining.
I mean, I changed mine for my yaw. It's a little,
Idmam
it's a little
19.82.
higher. It's like 550.
Mr. Rebel 30.96. 10 seconds remaining. Idmam 14.46.
Beta. So it's the outer deflection
Finish
that
your
the,
lap and then
the
land.
extra is added to.
The Dean's last lap 38.55. best 3 laps in 38.55, please land. Idmom last lap 17.58, best 3 laps in 51.86, please land. Mr. Rebel last lap 35.44, best 3 laps in 95.23, please land. Race over.
Okay, all right, all right. Let's I gotta check and make sure.
Yo, that was crazy. So
What can I do to fix this so it doesn't do that?
When
I
I-
think I gotta take it apart and file it.
when I wrecked it, put my antenna in between my two power leads,
Okay.
and I could see my throttle noise.
Oh.
Do you know what I'm talking about? I wrecked and it got all weird. I thought I knocked the antenna off or something. And it was literally just the antenna got in between the two wires. Was sitting right there with
Yeah,
the
you
wires.
get picking up that little bit of RF.
I hope that's what it was.
Enjoy one more battery with this, and then I'm gonna go back.
Yes, he is. He's I think right now he's really just struggling with his rates. That was the only thing, and he's found some right now that are kind of working. So it's definitely an improvement. Somebody noticed you're getting better in acro.
Well, awesome. Yeah, really, that's what it was I was just saying, the rates that I used to race with in angle, I have basically cut them in half, and I've gone from Quicksilver or silverware rates to actual rates now. And last week it started to feel good, and now I'm starting to, it's not flicking around so much and being so crazy, and I'm starting to get it now. So
Good. That's. I mean, it's gonna click. You know, it's going to click. You just keep going. It's going to click, and suddenly it'll be like, oh, here we are. I'm flying acro.
on that whole shot last week, I would have hit every gate. This week, I went through it like
Sideways.
every which way but loose, but I made it through all the gates. It wasn't pretty. I made it.
But if you ain't bumping off of something, then you're
That's my
shit's
whole
not
goal.
going shit's
That's
not
the
going
whole-
crazy, you know.
That's the whole goal, is keep it the fuck away from everything.
Because then it just knocks you off balance, and then you're trying to get back into balance.
Well,
And
So here's the other thing that I'm learning. I know everybody told me to mess
Next
with my
up,
rates,
round 6
but
qualifying 1.
the one thing that I'm learning
team's
is the
on
problem
R1.
I was having with the rates
Idmom
that
on
I'm used
R3.
to is when
Mr.
it
Rebel on
does
R6.
touch something, it's so sensitive that's why it's going all over the damn place.
yep.
I'm turning my rates down, and now I'm touching things, and it's feeling more like my angle.
Right.
If that makes
Yeah.
any sense. It's not just getting all crazy all over the place anymore.
Yep.
I'm sure I'm picking it up a little bit too, but it's,
Well, yeah. I
it's
mean,
more,
like I said, at some point it's just gonna click, and you're gonna be golden at that point. You know. It's just a matter of pushing yourself to go faster. You know. Keeping it, getting a tighter line, and staying tighter to the track or to the elements. And
my whole thing is right now to be clean.
that's it. Okay. Remember
Can I
your.
get 1 second?
Yep.
Sorry.
Remember your whole shot.
Right.
Good?
Yep.
All right. Dan, you good?
Yep.
Here we go.
Arm your quads.
I'm trying to find
Starting on the
bottom.
tone in less than 3.
Oh,
Whole shot Idmom
No, just around
3.09.
the pole.
Idlom 15.71. Mr. Rebel 28.1. Idlom 16.74. I don't eat corn 36.88.
Finally. Did you hear it?
Oh, I heard it.
Okay.
I loved it.
Idlom 18.54. 60 seconds remaining.
What the heck? That's what I want to do.
There's not a lot of spinning around on this one.
Mr. Rebel 43.85. The Dean's 37.52. Idlom 27.46. 30 seconds remaining. Idlom 14.88. Ten seconds remaining. Mr. Rebel 34.1. Idlom 18.16. Finish your lap and then land. The Dean's last lap 42.11. Best 3 laps in 116.5. Please land.
Woo! Yeah, made it through that. You got these super tiny gates on your inversion table here. Just don't crack.
Idlom last lap 30.51. Best 3 laps in 63.54. Please land.
I'm just at a point now where I gotta get used to it.
Kerplunk? Yeah.
Because I
Don't-
just turned it down to 530,
Race over.
which I don't know if that translates to 533, but
Well, with if you're using actual rates, from what I saw, that that's where it is it kind of rounds it.
so that was starting to get to the point. Like I was saying, I'm trying to find the bottom, and now it's getting to the point where I'm like steering, and it's not.
Okay,
You
not
know?
going.
I mean, it's actually, I might be able to get used to it with pre-turning. Might be where I want to be, but for the way that my brain normally
Next up,
flies,
round 7 qualifying
it's
1.
not.
The Dean's on R1.
I couldn't pre-turn
Idlom
that
on
early
R3.
because I would have missed
Mr.
the
Rebel on
fucking game,
R6.
if that makes sense. Now I have more time to, like,
React.
yeah. Which I get it. I know everybody told me the same thing, but when you first switch to act, it doesn't make any sense.
I hear
And
you.
I always liked with angle it to be stupid sensitive. Everybody said my rates were high,
Right.
but every time I tried to go down, I
Just didn't
I
feel
had
right.
to go back.
And you know that's it's where rates
Preference.
are so personal that you know
I think it has to do with your reaction time. It has to do with like
just everybody's
all
got
of
a different way that it feels right to them. You know.
right. That-
One person's sloppy might be another person's tight, versus the other way around. You know. So I like it a little loose, if that makes sense, versus being real tight. I still have the feeling that I'm flicking it
I'm
like
the
a 5-inch.
So I don't know now with acro, but with the angle, I fought tooth and nail to get it to turn in and be like just right with what exactly I'm telling it to do.
Right.
No bounce, So whereas now I'm kind of a little bit more of what you're saying. Like I kind of want a little bit more forgiveness there that way.
Right. All right, you guys ready?
But the problem I'm finding now is that because it's slowed down so much that by the time it's where I want it, it's reacted too far. I don't know where to like let it kind of flow out, if that makes sense. Because I'm so used to just, I don't even know how to explain.
Well, now you got to get used to something new. That's all.
Well, no, yeah. Now I think it's to a point to where it's worth getting used to. If
Right.
that makes sense.
Yes. Well, you got to find something that feels good and then run with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it feels good initially, so I think if I stick with it, I might need to bump it up a little bit.
All right. Everybody good?
Yes.
All right. Don't forget your whole shot.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3. Whole shot at mom 2.98.
Oh, now I gotta give you a different look.
Is mom 15.83. Is mom 15.25. Mr. Rebel 42.42. Is mom 18.84. 60 seconds remaining.
Oh. Damn it. I totally got myself stuck.
The Dean's 35.49.
What could you possibly be stuck on? I think I see you up there.
30 seconds remaining.
Somebody's sitting on the floor out there, no matter what.
Nope, it's me. And I got a broken prop.
The Dean's 28.1. 10 seconds remaining.
Oh, yeah.
Finish your lap and then land.
I didn't even wreck hard or anything. It just broke.
The Dean's last lap 33.04. Best 3 laps in 96.63. Please land.
Sucks, because I just had a feeling good, you know.
Just look up. I'm dizzy, guys.
Man. Alright.
Race over.
I gotta go grab some props real quick.
Hey, Matt, you're doing freaking awesome organizing the practice. Props. This track's got like spinny spin around, and then you got spinny spin around the other way.
Yeah, go do some soldering now for a second.
Oh, okay. Got a little
Come without me.
little pit crew.
I'd like to take a couple minutes
thing going on. Yeah, we're gonna take a minute. He's got to do some soldering. I got to do a prop change here real quick.
I'm just letting the flow of the course sink in. You know, it's got some spinning stuff this week. Gotta switch directions and do your spins.
Come on. Just making sure nothing's happening in the chat. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. Short little pit stop real quick while we swap some props. It's time for a tiny whoop prop order. Even though I do have
I just can't decide which one I want to play. I think I'll do this one again.
5 tiny whoops with props on them. Oh, what's the chances, Dan?
What happened, Matt?
Well, I needed a right hand, and I grabbed the left hand. So I had a 25% chance.
Yep.
So I grabbed the left hand the first time. The second one, I grabbed the other left hand.
It's gonna be good.
It's all good. Just another rough day. That's all.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the first time I had a rough day.
Freaking vehicle problems give all.
But I had a cool
rough
enough
days.
boss that came and picked me up from my house, delivered me to the job site, picked me back up, and then took me home. But if I don't get paid, he don't get paid, so.
Crappy passage of life when there are vehicle problems.
Yeah.
Hopefully it will be a brief one, but it is a crappy passage.
Well,
of life.
and the thing is it's like, it's not like I'm in a money situation. I got enough money to fix it, or I've got enough money to buy another vehicle if I need to.
Right.
But the issue is like, suddenly it's cold, and my alternative means of transportation is me getting on a motorcycle and being cold. So,
Well, you gotta pick what you want pretty quick. If you haven't already.
well,
Truck, van.
yeah, it'll probably be another van.
Trucks eat a lot of gas. They're
Yeah.
powerful, but they
Yeah.
use a lot.
I've always just had a thing for minivans.
You ever
It
play
just,
soccer?
huh?
You ever play soccer?
No. I had equipment. You know, I had a DJ business for a while, and the easiest way to haul it around was a minivan, you know, having that sliding door. And then when they came out with the sliding doors on both sides, I'm a minivan guy. What can I say, you know?
I worked for a DJ that did his with a Blazer, and the minivan would have been nice.
Well, when I started the DJ, I had
It would have been nice to have that sliding door.
Is Eve still in
He
here?
had the both
was he ever?
towers.
Oh, maybe
that-
I seen. Oh, all right. I seen Ferrari.
Is that who that is?
How do you even say that?
I'm
Fra-
thinking Frau, like or Frau, crawl, what with an F? Frau.
Sorry, we're screwing your name up.
We're butchering it like
Murdering that thing.
murder to names.
Maybe you shouldn't
Fraud.
say that- Maybe you shouldn't say that on live.
What murder? Murdering
Oh,
your
YouTube
name.
is so fickle, man. It's like some channels will say everything, some channels will say
Butchering the
nothing.
names
But like it's not a certain
of
word.
people.
It varies.
FPV
So
names
each-
are sometimes
somebody is set
really
up.
hard to. Like the one dude, what
Some
was it?
places
It was
won't
Dan the Man upside down.
Something
like that?
Like that. Or backwards or something.
You know what you should say on YouTube? Sardines.
You're not gonna get in trouble for that.
Sardines. Dan likes
They might
sardines.
disagree with you, but you're not
The
gonna get
Deans.
dinged.
That's his name. In case you, the Deans is short for
Oh
sardines.
my God, they're
But
so
Dan is
fishy
his
and good.
name, so he's got the Deans.
We got
Deans and
Spanish
sardines together, or Dan and sardines together, make sardines. Some of the best sardines I've ever had.
Gotta
Have
eat
you
your
ever had
Deans.
them? If you haven't had them, make sure that you have them. Love me some sardines.
Oh my God, they're good.
Okay, I think everybody's ready. We're gonna go back
Let me check my battery.
back to it.
Yes. Oh yes, yes.
Welcome to VTX Takeoff.
We had up to 8 people at one point, guys.
Oh yeah.
Practice?
They're watching.
Oh, sweet. Very nice.
We're not alone in my basement.
I turn on light and everybody's testing.
It'll blow your camera out really bad.
Yeah, it will.
Next up, round 8, qualifying 1. The Deans on R1. Islam on R3. Mr. Rebel on R6.
Where are you going?
Different place at a time.
Each time he wants to,
Trying out the different spots.
which is fine. Okay. Don't forget your hole shot. I'll remind you, okay? Each time,
What's up?
just in case. All right. Everybody good?
Yep.
Well, I like
Arm
this.
your quads.
I like this spot better. I can
Starting
see the start
on the
gate.
tone in less than 3.
Change color.
I wonder where Thrall is from.
Where
Hole
from?
shot Islam 3.4.
Is he still listening?
Hurry up, full shot.
Islam 20.63. The Deans 25.42. Mr. Rebel 30.07. Islam 18.71.
I'm going through that the wrong way.
The Deans 25.5. 60 seconds remaining. Islam 23.02. Mr. Rebel 42.41. Islam 16.3. 30 seconds remaining. The Deans 37.57. Islam 15.1.
Wow. The hell? Forward.
10 seconds remaining. Mr. Rebel 40.7. Islam last lap 23.92. Best 3 laps in 55.31. Please land. The Dean's last lap 33.32. Best 3 laps in 96.4. Please land.
Rate, like the rate I want to be at, but I'm wondering if maybe like
Race over.
Expo
I want to try the other one again.
might.
Do you not have Expo?
I don't think I have any.
You should. I would say put a little Expo. Like 0.2.
Zero Expo. 0.02 or 0.2?
0.2. That'll just make your center stick a little spongier. Less sensitive. Oh, what's going on, FPV and PA? I think it's great that you stream your Wednesday nights. I look forward to it every week. I appreciate that you look forward to it. Because here's the thing, is like, we were practicing, and I got my whole system set up here. And Mr. Rabble, I will give him credit for this. He's like, we should stream this, you know? And even if there's nobody watching, if we keep doing it and making it a regular, eventually we'll have people show up. And it's true. We don't need 100 people watching, but if we've got 1 or 2 people, you know, especially like Mayan Hawk, we've met in person. EDOC, I've met in person. Myopic, I've met in person. You know, these are people that are on other sides of the country that I don't get to interact with. So, you know, and having people like you that ask questions and send emails and interacting, that's what this is all about. So yeah, I'm glad that you keep coming back too. So
Love having you.
love having you.
Oh yeah.
Feels better?
Feels way different.
All right.
Like in a good way.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing. Let's look at Mr. Rabble race here for a second.
I ain't gonna put this on a different frame
Sorry,
before
man.
next week.
No.
Taking over.
As long as your battery's good.
It's getting.
This is practice. This is not.
It's getting around fucking
Battery got low quick.
Well, yeah, they dropped as soon as I should have.
just.
Oh, and it gives me a chance to, you know, practice on a regular basis. Give these guys
I think
something.
you've gotten way better at running this shit.
Well, at this point, it's kind of set. I did do a little tweaking and made a new scene so that when the actual timer goes up, it'll change another screen.
Yeah, but we hardly ever stop now
Oh, yeah.
to
computer
mess
Quick.
with things.
Yeah,
or
you know,
check
yeah.
things or-
There were times
That's
when
it.
we'd
Practice
spend
for the
about-
race director, too, so.
Remember years ago, a couple
One of these
years
days you'll
ago,
have to come up.
About a
Yeah.
third of
It ain't that
race
far,
time was
maybe. I don't know.
computer stations.
All right, you guys want to keep it going?
When's the last time you've had to go in and marshal? You know what I mean? Unless somebody has a messed up video check. Once it's working.
Oh, I mean, I had to earlier, the first thing, you know.
Well, once it works, it works.
Yeah. But that's the whole thing
And you
is,
know what to change too.
well, as I was explaining to Mayan Hawk that, you know, when we're practicing, it's just us. So it's the same VTX. It's not getting
Yeah.
other program. But with the adaptive tuning of rotor hazard, it works. But the only thing that threw me off was just that 5th node is bad.
Yeah.
And I haven't got in there to change it. So,
Next up, round 9, qualifying 1. The Dean's on R1.
it's content too, you
Idmam
know.
on R3. Mr. Rabble on R6.
No, he did.
I made 9 cents on last week's stream.
He just did.
What happened?
No, he
I
saw
just
some
seen a
smoke with it.
whiff of smoke or something.
Snuck it in there.
Well,
I
it
don't know
came
what
right
smoke you're
off the
talking
top of my battery, so I was like,
There's no smoke anywhere in this room. Hey, no, not
Oh,
that kind of- I-
silly
I
Willy.
mean, say it again, too. You know,
Silly.
battery fires, serious shit.
All right. One of these weeks we're going to get sponsored. You know, like somebody's going to send me some batteries, and we're just going to all test out those batteries that week. Or somebody's going to send us, you know, some props, and we'll test out those props for that week. Or somebody's going to send us, you know, like
Frames.
binding flies, and we're going to test them all out that week.
Frames,
Or
radios,
like a new set of goggles that somebody's going to send me.
5 new sets of
let's shoot
goggles.
for the moon here.
we're gonna go for it big, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, honestly though, if somebody were to come out with a new timer that worked with
Trackside?
hazard,
Trackside?
or both, or however you got it set up.
Yeah, trackside is the manager.
If there was just, well, because like these were all built. Now if there was one that was actually sold.
There is.
I know there is, but it's not like,
It's a nuclear.
is it?
It's a
fully
rotor hazard. It's
production
pre-built.
now?
Well, the guy's got a different board and everything. All right, everybody good?
In the hood.
Arm your quads.
I'll have to show you.
Starting
I've
on the
seen
tone
that.
in less than 3.
I kind of meant like,
Oh, you didn't come on
full
here.
on.
Whole shot at long 2.93.
Immersion, you know, so that they got.
They're supposed to come out with a V2 or the 8-way.
I get it. The way it is.
You got your whole shot, Dan?
Yep.
Did you go back for it?
No, I got it this time. You didn't
Islam
remind me of it.
And you remember
17.16.
good.
Woohoo.
You've been programmed.
Yep. I think I've done a 10 pack now.
It only took 9
Mr.
packs.
Rebel
do you remember?
25.88.
But I only got 2 or 3 chances to forget.
Islam 19.74.
You guys find the flow yet?
Oh, yeah.
It does have a nice flow to it, don't it?
Definitely did. I switched quads and I'm going to have to go back with that.
60 seconds remaining. Islam 21.01. Mr. Rebel 38.26.
1 or 2 steps and roundabouts. So close.
Islam 21.88.
I'll tell you, I think the
30 seconds remaining. The Dean's 30.8.
Get a swirl here, a swirl there, and one more swirl.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, swirl beating current.
Islam 29.58. Mr. Rebel 49. Finish your lap and then land. The Dean's last lap 32.3. Best 3 laps in 119.23. Please land. Islam last lap 15.29. Best 3 laps in 66.76. Please land.
Yeah, here's what I see is the flow of the course. It's got like 3
Mr.
swirling
Rebel last
currents,
lap
if you will.
25.44.
Yeah.
You know what
Best
I'm
3
saying?
laps
You
in
got the 3 major points where you gotta spin,
113.08.
spin, spin.
Please
Exactly.
land.
And here's the thing is in a big track, you're gonna have those elements with just some space in between that you're gonna go through one element, you're gonna race to the next one,
Yeah.
you're gonna go through that,
Straightaways.
race to the other one. You know, so with us, we just have combined amount or a small
Race
amount of
over.
space to deal with. So
Yeah, it's hard to get those big straightaways. Even in
I
fairly
tune in
big
for tips
basements.
on running trackside, rotor
It's not
hazard,
funny.
tips on flying, and tips on LED gates. Plus, I just like watching flying. You guys make it fun. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Thank you.
So any tip you need, you let me know like you did. He actually, FPV in PA, reached out in an email and sent me a message and found out what he was doing wrong. And I hope that did our conversation, did that fix what you had going on?
Well, that's the other thing too, is we didn't just do this for us. We've been working on gates for 4 years now, doing different revisions, and it's not just been this is actually what, 2 years old now.
Something like that. I'd have to go back in my pictures.
The gates started first. We
Right.
got them kind of We were
Right.
using just kind of a primitive timer setup.
Well, I started with trackside after not this last year, but the first Whooptopia that I went to.
Yeah.
Right after that,
Yeah.
I integrated because I had a rotor hazard, and I was using the overlays of the rotor hazard through OBS, and it was clunky and
Yeah, as soon as
and
we-
primitive. And as soon as I saw what Ted was doing, cool. As soon as I saw what Ted from Perspective Images was doing at Whooptopia, I'm like, trackside's free. I had it downloaded on my laptop at the Whoop House, and
What-
I was messing with it right then and there. So
But where we first seen it was when we went to Denver. We went to Denver before we went to Whooptopia, and we seen that's where he was like doing the different names and we seen a whole different side of.
but I,
like,
I honestly wasn't paying attention to the production of it. Though.
oh no, but that was
Right.
where we kind of like started.
Yeah.
Started like, wait, we could do that at home, like.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was Whooptopia that.
But it's
Yeah.
been. The point being is this wasn't done like this summer. This is a ongoing building of like it's.
Which you could see the record of it all just by going back and watching some of the other videos.
And we sure as hell
Next up,
struggled.
round 10 qualifying
There
1.
was
The Dean's
struggle.
on R1. Idmam on R3. Mr. Rebel on R6.
But we were also one of the first ones in the Northeast to be doing the.
Once I built the rotor hazard and got it all tuned, it
Yeah.
just kind of took over the
Yeah.
local race scene
Right.
as far as the.
Yeah.
They were using a puck.
Which at the time you couldn't knock it.
Well, I mean,
It was like
it was
the
primitive.
most reliable.
it was
thing
just
that
primitive.
there.
They had to record every single heat on paper, and so
Yeah, there was a notebook for the. When you started, you were handed the notebook with all the brackets. Remember? Or at
well, I
least shown
requested it so that
Yeah.
I could. Once I learned how to do the brackets on this, I requested it so that we could just make it be.
Right. So I mean, this has been a
All
process.
right, everybody good?
Yep.
Here we go.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3. Whole shot Idmam 3.02.
Oh man, I actually kind of felt like a racer there for a second.
Yeah, Don was freaking keeping up with me.
Huh?
Don was keeping up with me on Saturday.
Idmam 16.74. Mr. Rebel 25.82.
That wasn't alright.
Just practice. Thank you.
Idmam 36.0. 60 seconds remaining.
So do you know where in PA he was at?
Mr. Rebel 35.66.
He could be
Idmam 17.83.
6 hours. Fuck, he could probably be 8 hours away from us. Or he could be like. Well, 20
The
minutes.
Dean's
away.
53.02. 30 seconds remaining.
See, I gotta figure out how to get rid of that.
Well, man. Oh, I'm doing it. Well, I was doing it.
Mr. Rebel 38.06. 10 seconds remaining. Finish your lap and then land. Idmon last lap 22.92. Best 3 laps in 75.19. Please land.
You gotta not panic. Every time you panic, then you lose the balance. So focus hard to keep that balance.
The Dean's last lap 65.36. Best 3 laps in 118.38. Please land.
In that fucking thing.
Race
Hate to be
over.
a broken record, but man, if I wasn't using a fractal, I would have broken a lot of. I would have had a lot of props broke and a lot
Thank
of
you.
frames broke.
That's why Frank.
Today?
Yeah, today alone, but in the last 3 or 4 last.
So where are you at, FPV in PA? Where in PA are you? Or are you in PA? Hopefully that's a relevant acronym.
Next up, round 11, qualifying 1. The Dean's on R1. Idmom on
run
R3.
without me if you don't.
Mr. Rebel on R6.
Run until the end.
I'll wait for you.
Or don't run, 'cause you're-
Well, I'm gonna grab a soda. We gotta- Short recess.
It's almost the end. I'm gonna.
All right, where was I? We are. Let's go to that map right there. Okay, near Pittsburgh. So you're. How far is Pittsburgh?
Shit. Oh shit. We might have a longer timeout. Yeah, we do.
Pittsburgh.
I gotta go to my car. I just.
You are 5 hours and 12 minutes away. Not that far. This is one of the new views I got going on right here. Test it out. It'll be supposed to be on the crash gate, but all you'd be looking at was just this round little hole. But this camera is a little slow versus this one's really fast. It's really, and of course, this guy is super fast. Let's see if I can get it to. No. But anyways, we won't use that. Right now. Go to that view. Nice. Well, let's see what time we got. A little bit of time left. We'll hang out for a couple more packs and then we'll it would be there is a tiny whoop race in Wilkes-Barre this weekend on Saturday. There is a crew in like Clark Summit, Wilkes-Barre area. I don't know how far of a trip that would be for you, but you should they are the Northeast PA Quad Racers, if you didn't know about them. great group of people. Awesome group of people. Why are you continuously blinking? Let's go to settings. If you didn't know that the start gate that you're seeing up right there, my launch gate, is actually a rotor hazard, a second rotor hazard. It's a older one. It's a Delta 5 board, and it's actually synced to my start gate over on that corner, which is the LEDs on both of those are controlled by the rotor hazard. So I could actually like make them yellow. I could make it blue, make it green, make it red, yellow, purple, teal, and gray, and I could even turn it off. I could make it blink 3 times. This one's cool. This is meteor fall. Let's see. Scanner. That's actually pretty cool. And there's all the events that I control. Let's start race. Let's go with the scanner. Yeah.
Cold start pads out of my thing.
And you're going to see that in our screen here in a second.
Right now, everything's there.
Race at T-Dog's house this Saturday at 5:30. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I won that. Radio event.
Almost out. Like, we'll be out tomorrow.
Where is that?
Tomorrow's
Join
the date.
cluster.
Yeah, so.
Oh yeah.
No effect. It's my cluster joining.
So,
Okay.
are you going there tomorrow, too, Dan, or to the sale?
I'm going there.
I
I don't know what time, but
If you
yes.
can get there,
I am not in the need for
oh,
at this point, but need and want are two different things. So I'm probably we'll probably sneak off as long as the boss leaves us alone.
Yeah. And if it doesn't permit, I'm just gonna go afterwards either way. But yeah, that's
Right on.
Let's
Yeah, I
shoot
mean-
for what
So
you
there-
said.
so there's-
first.
Getting there early is where you get
Yeah, absolutely.
so
the best selection.
we were
Yes.
talking about, me and my girl were talking about
I got that.
green crack. She's like, oh, they just had that. And then I said, oh, that's awesome. And she's like, that's like your favorite or whatever. I was like, well, that's one of them. I was like, there's Durban Pushing too. She's like, oh, well, they had that.
Foreshadowing right there.
Just code wise.
I
If
didn't
you-
know
if-
how to
I
code
understand.
the name.
I understand.
It was the only two that I care about. And she's like, oh, they had that the
Whoa,
week
whoa, whoa, whoa,
before
whoa.
or something.
No. I got a dead battery.
Okay. You got time?
Swap that.
So it was one of those things where I was gonna,
If they got it.
I was gonna tell you to have one of these two. I'll pay you back immediately. It's just
Being without a vehicle, it's like even hard to get to the bank, you know.
yeah.
So,
Well, you need something, dude. Call me.
well,
3 minutes away.
Yeah,
throwing it out
three
there.
people will help you
I
out,
understand.
but it does suck.
Don't think you can't call me for something like that.
all right. Any objections?
Nope.
Pilots, turn on your video transmitters. Race start delayed as mom doesn't have video.
That's
Should be good.
that's crazy.
Video looks good. Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3.
It's got video detection built
Is this
in.
something new that they?
No, it's always been. I've just been using it as a race director.
Whole shot at long 3.7.
Launch tool, because I got pit mode.
Yeah.
So I'm putting it in pit mode.
Idlom 15.99.
That's the first time it called it out. Like, I played with it that deep though. It called me out.
Mr. Ravel 28.39. Idlom 20.4.
Yeah, I think I just gotta get used to this now. This feels great.
Send it.
I don't have any muscle memory for it though, you know?
The Dean's 52.72. 60
you
seconds
didn't-
remaining.
You didn't knock it over at least. If it wasn't full.
Idlom 28.41.
Did you knock over? Almost?
He slammed into my drink.
Mr. Ravel
Oh,
42.55. Idlom 18.37. 30 seconds remaining. Mr. Ravel 29.66.
Oh,
Who's your daddy 22.22. 10 seconds remaining.
oh.
Finish your lap and then land.
Wow.
Idlom last lap 19.79. Best 3 laps in 60.38. Please land. Mr. Ravel last lap 30.25. Best 3 laps in 102.46. Please land.
Oh, I tried. Tried to drop it
Are you trying for it, Dan?
in the garbage can. It's where the frame's gonna get.
Race over.
And I figure out what component is causing it to wobble so much. That
Is
component.
your camera loose?
Yep. Nope. It might be a brain component. If that's the case, alright.
If I was close to T-Dog and he was having a race at his house, I would be there. I can't wait for David Buster's.
When's it gonna be?
January.
Okay.
So when did or what
In Phoenix, Arizona.
Where did he say he was from?
Pittsburgh. Near Pittsburgh. Which is 5+ hours away.
That's a long. Okay, I got one more battery. Let me
Yeah.
make sure it's full.
I need to get a lighter screen. This was the other one that I had that was lighter got dropped by Swifty's son.
Oh, fuck! We totally nixed Denmark's last race. That big screen. That
Oh, yeah, that was on him though. I offered to bring mine, and he said, "Oh, I got one." And he just didn't strap it down good. He's a little spastic sometimes. I keep forgetting to plug my goggles in. I switched the jumper pin in my goggles and went back to plugging in to turn on instead of the button
Mm-hmm.
because it's just it's just that one extra step that it did.
Next up, round 12, qualifying 1.
But
The
now I'm
Deans on
forgetting to
R1.
now I'm forgetting to plug it
Idmam
in.
on R3. Mr. Rebel on R6.
But this time I don't have video on purpose. Like, not on purpose. Come on. All right. Everybody good?
Good.
Here we go.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3. Whole shot Idmam 3.12.
I fucking did it. Did I do it wrong? I don't fucking
Idmam 14.85.
Oh boy. Somebody found me.
That was me.
The Deans 30.68. Idmam 24.95.
Right next to my head.
No, I just come around the corner really hard.
Mr. Rebel
and hit the
43.88.
concrete right in front of Phil's face.
Oh shit. Dude, I felt all of that.
Can we see the replay?
60 seconds remaining.
We'll have to see if we can replay that.
You won't even see a
The
reaction.
Deans
on my face.
26.96.
There's no time for that. You're watching this one again.
Idmam 33.33. "30 seconds remaining. Damn it, Rabble 39.63. The Deans 24.13. Idmam 21.66.
Oh shit. I was wrecking while I was saying that.
10 seconds remaining.
It's entertainment, people.
Idmam last lap 23.05. Best 3 laps in 78.04. Please land. Mr. Rebel last lap 35.74. Best 3 laps in 119.24. Please land. Idmam last lap 14.56. Best 3 laps in 59.27. Please land. Race over.
Alright, let's see if I can find that.
All the batteries I got.
That was a rough lap. I was going fast. I kept. Here it is. I'll wait for you.
Yeah, let's see that.
Oh. That's what I thought you said, and then you.
Yeah, yeah, I
had
am.
some
I'm waiting for
stranger
him.
stuff.
I'm waiting.
I'm
Okay.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
I made changes that didn't save.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna end you. This is a nice item.
Bam!
Yeah, it was right. Like
But look at the recovery. Look at the
where
recovery.
did you hit again? How
like
close? I
right
could see-
there on the wall.
Okay. There was that edge because I
It
just
was right
I just
here.
saw like the frame right before it
I
hit,
literally
so I couldn't tell
felt
where it was.
everything besides the quad.
Yeah, you got a nice little breeze.
Uh-oh.
Break anything?
Georam's in here.
What up, Georam?
Hey, what's going on?
Mr. George.
Right here.
Boom! Okay, I saw that. Yeah. Yep.
It was
Yeah,
right
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy. Good times to be had.
Boom! But watch the recovery though.
Yeah.
I didn't play it all the way through. It's like what? Right back at it, and then I crashed again.
Oh yeah, when you have a minute, when you're done with whatever you're doing, can we plug this in, please? See if it's maybe troubleshoot that ESC.
Oh, yeah,
But after
right
you're done
up.
with
Yeah, I got. Ouch! All right, I got one more myself.
Okay,
How about you guys?
I'm out.
You done? Done?
Yep.
I got 5.
I'm
but
done flying. I'm
I'm
not done hanging
done
out.
when you guys are done.
I got one more. So
I charged.
you want to
so
give
I
him
wouldn't-
one?
Sure.
That way we can all go up one more time.
Yeah, okay. Hell yeah.
I just charged what I had, so.
It'll be a
I
baker's
wa- I
dozen.
Next up,
wasn't
round
the-
13,
I wasn't the
qualifying
guy
one.
to-
The Dean's on R1. Islam on R3. Mr. Rebel on
That was
R6.
that guy last week. Came in late,
Yeah,
bobbling around.
we're
Was it-
running just about 10 minutes longer than what we normally do, so it's good.
Wow, this is a nice battery.
Well, me personally,
I need to get
I'm
some
down
new
to run
ones.
any batteries you guys want to run because I'm struggling to catch up.
Right.
So I feel it getting better. It's getting better. There's no want anymore to go
Last
back.
pack. So thanks for coming.
Don't say that.
Well, no, I'm saying he's getting ready to leave. So go fly. Go get that stick time.
Awesome
He says
seeing you
he's
here.
Inspired him to go into space.
Awesome. Hopefully next year he's got this setup going.
Maybe. We'll have to go to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, well, yeah, if he does, it's a trip. Let's go.
All right.
Gotta go Twin Peaks.
Any objections?
I got some crazy video, but I'll work through it.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3.
Thinking I maybe put that antenna back into the
One spot.
Whole shot Islam 3.31.
No, that's actually alright. This looks weird on
The LEDs might fart with it a little bit. Mine looks a little funky sometimes.
Islam 16.89.
Get a good packing, guys. Focus. Okay, fuck up.
Mr. Rebel 29.33.
even with
The Dean's
last that I'm
37.35.
struggling on, they're getting faster. So, I mean, I'm not fast, but
Islam
seeing
31.39.
the improvement makes me feel good.
60 seconds remaining.
Tonight it felt better than it ever has.
Mr. Rebel 29.89. Islam 14.77. I don't eat corn 25.39.
Do not eat that. I like my food.
Mr. Rebel 15.37.
That's not
Who's your daddy 21.18. 30 seconds remaining. Mr. Rebel 18.92. Idmom 15.0. 10 seconds remaining. The Dean's 41.67. Idmom last lap 18.07. Best 3 laps in 54.25. Please land. Mr. Rebel last lap 31.94. Best 3 laps in 66.24. Please land. The Dean's last lap 31.85. Best 3 laps in 98.92. Please land. Race over.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, man. Yeah, grab that batteries here so you can hook that back up. Thank you.
Next up, round 14, qualifying 1.
That was fun.
Mr. Rebel on R6.
A little different sweet spot on this one.
Mr. Rebel's gonna do a little solo.
Yeah.
I just want to put the rates that I was just
Oh shit.
onto this one.
That's fine.
See if it translates.
Get them LED. Check out. I'll have to find you a link, and send it to you. But I should make an LED gate making video. I still got to do some more of my race director tools. I've just been lazy and haven't gotten back to my series, but I've got a few more in the series that I think will be beneficial. And then of course I got to do a whole video on just setting up trackside. It's just it's so time consuming to make a video and to edit it, and especially when you're like super anal retentive like I am, where I've got to watch every footage, and if there's one little thing I got to go change it, and then I got to render it, and then I got to watch it again, and then I put an effect in, and of course I've always got to bring my twin in, and you know, this last one I was bringing my triplet in. You know, I started to edit it, but then I didn't like the way it all played out, and I didn't like the dialect that I was, you know, improvising obviously. So yeah, Mr. Rebel's doing a little. See if we can see what he's doing. He's in his rates, changing his rates. You can see me in the background. Oh, that's good.
Can I walk out here with my goggles on?
I like you. Do you want me to put you on the block? Ready?
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3. Whole shot Mr. Rebel 5.11.
Been going around it that way all night.
Yeah, well, I
That's
did wrong.
it's fine as long as you've been doing it consistent. But yeah, don't mess up now. Just go through the dive gate. Just keep it the way you've been doing it. It's practice. Doesn't count for anything
Mr. Rebel 45.0.
other than stick time. And right now we're working on rates.
Here, this is-
60 seconds remaining.
is that right?
Yeah, it was this next gate. Go to the right, and then around the pole to the left.
Oh,
Yeah, go between people.
There you go.
oh man, that would have been so much easier.
Yeah. It's like a little twisty twist, a ladder up into a ladder down, kinda.
30 seconds remaining. Mr. Rabble 41.51.
So these are different motors, and I think I'm feeling that.
Like a lower KV.
I'm not sure if they're lower. Yeah, I think they're lower.
Yeah,
10
so
seconds
you just need
remaining.
more throttle. You got a loose connection or something?
Finish your lap and then land.
Are you losing your video feed every time you bump?
Yep.
Okay.
Mr. Rabble last lap 36.55. Best 3 laps in 123.05. Please land. Race over.
So I have an idea what it is or what. Wow, this is the worst time I've ever had with Pixel. Alright. So the difference is, and what's been happening is the way that I build my fractals. They used to have this piece in here, and that hits against the wires that I put through there,
Okay.
and so I think it messed these. See, now you don't want to do it on stream, but if you look at the one wire, you can see where it's like lighter in one spot. I think it got hit too hard.
Okay, that's it for this stream, folks. Once again, thanks again for stopping and hanging out. For those that did, there was quite a few people in here at one point.
It was awesome.
We super appreciate you hanging out and just watching us, kind of BSing around in the basement. But it's cool to know that there's an interest in the stream. So we're going to keep doing it. Next week, we'll be here 6:30. There is a race coming this weekend. We will be down in Pennsylvania. I don't know if they're streaming it or not, but I'll be able to not worry about race directing and just focus on racing my tiny whoops. So thanks again, once again, for hanging out with us. So keep on coming back because there's going to be more inside the mind of Matt. Peace out. Happy flying.